Good contact, good result. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot-making we're seeing out there today. What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those two front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the two to be concerned about.
Good-looking shot right here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow, if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in here. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course, it all slopes to the left.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it's a rather poor approach shot.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
It's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
These putts keep the round together. So has the par. Moving on to the next hole, and the lead, Frank, is very much intact. Frank, now to the third hole, and where's the trouble here? That's fairly obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's one thing you don't want to remind yourself of. There's a bunker all the way down the right side. That's a good place to aim.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool-looking hole, Rich. That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Getting set now over the putt. And he has it for birdie. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novello back at the fourth. It's the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
The litmus test is that first bunker on the left side. If you can get it past that, you've hit it over 330 yards.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, tricky little third shot here at the par 5 fourth.
Especially if you don't have a full number, because there's just that little mound in the middle of the green. If you get on the wrong side of that, instantly you can be 30, 40 feet away. So check where the flag is. Is it front? Is it back? And then try and land it in that section.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. And drops it in. Fifth hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
Frank, nice to have a short iron into a par 4 here at Bay Hill, but still no guarantee that you'll make the birdie or even par.
but a reward for a good one, exactly the way you've described it. This is one hole that's a swing hole. Hit a good shot in here, you're going to have inside 10, 15 feet for a birdie. Make a mistake, then all of a sudden you're scratching your head. How did I make 5?
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Frank, the par 5-6, this is the signature hole here at Bay Hill.
You've got to really pick a line here, Rich. There's a big pine tree down there. On that line, 260 yards gets it to the fairway.
How important, Frank, is the line off of this tee? Because if you hit it well, but you hit it a little too far left, you're probably going to be wet.
You've got to know exactly how far you carry that driver. Otherwise, you've got no idea which line to take.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
His momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. This for double bogey. Has it. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design, fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Birdie try again here today.
That was a tricky one, but it's in.
Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. What's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker. Ooh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. So, Frank, a perfect lie right here. And now this gives him a chance to take the next step, which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now. And basically, it's just going to come down to club selection now. This is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time, there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the third hole on the front side. 2 bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that, right, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, another good hole to par 4 11th, looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the third hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side. That has to be respected. And a green, really, where you've got to favour the right side, or at least right of the middle.
And it makes the green in regulation. Trying to make yet another birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to the par 5 12th. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get a par 5 at Bay Hill, got to take advantage of it.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second from an excellent lie. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Always 2 components to the long lag putt, the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
Par 4 13th, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, now to the 14th of par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green, so ideally you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. We're here at the 15th now, and a big dog-leg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway. Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy one. And getting ready for the putt. Score that a birdie. We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but the 3 brings 7 into play.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. It is the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Arnold's summer home is actually in western Pennsylvania, Latrobe Country Club. That's where he grew up. He came to Central Florida in the 1970s and fell in love with this piece of ground. He bought it, and he's grown it ever since, and now it is host to one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. Big, strong golf course. You have to really be a good ball striker and generally one of the longer hitters to be successful around here. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his middle.
Just a couple of feet. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill, that's about the only advantage you get. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that. Another good swing, another good approach shot.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. 2008, Frank, Tiger made that 25-foot putt right here at the 18th. Final round to beat Bart Bryant by a shot. Then again, for a second straight year, he birdied this hole to defeat Sean O'Hare.
He's had a similar putt there, at least 3 or 4 times, actually, to win the event. And he's been one of the few players to read it correctly.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Always take that. Good par putt right there.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. You hate to miss the short ones. Ouch. This would give him the par. Good putt. Back to the second hole here at Bay Hill. Frank, long par 3.
And that green slopes so much from right to left, so you can actually use the contours of the green here.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Good roll. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
Going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots on the course here at Bay Hill, the second at number 3. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Getting set now over the putt. They'll take it. That's a par. Rich Lerner with Frank Novello back at the 4th hole. It's par 5, the first one on the golf course, and Frank, a really good scoring opportunity.
Certainly is. 2 bunkers down the left. Just want to keep it inside that. If you flare it a little right, there's a hazard. It just sneaks up on you.
And that's where you want to be at the 4th, in the fairway.
Second shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
And he has it.
A good putt redeemed.